Coming up on the RMAC Showcase, more national championships for one school. It's their 16th women's title in cross country. For the other, it's their first national title in anything ever. Plus, another deep run by CSU-Pueblo in the NCAA football playoffs. Colorado Mines get some miraculous shots to advance in the NCAA men's soccer tournament. An RMAC Volleyball Tournament to remember for the Orediggers. We'll also visit with the commissioner and recap some of the top plays of the fall. That's all ahead on the RMAC Showcase.
Touchdown, Adam State.
Welcome to the RMAC Showcase, coming to you from the RMAC headquarters in Colorado Springs. I'm Eric Danner. We wrap up the fall sports season on this episode. CSU-Pueblo, the defending national champion in football, the lone RMAC representative selected to the NCAA Division II football playoffs. The Thunderwolves playing the University of Indianapolis in their first game.
We kept that momentum, second half. The whole key about playoff is winning by one and keep advancing, and we were able to do that.
Next round, Pueblo taking on top seed Midwestern State in Wichita Falls, Texas. And once again, it's a win, 26-17 the final. It's the Pac's 11th win in a row and their 6th straight playoff win dating back to last season.
These guys have 5 RMAC champs. Just done the job.
I'm proud of the 17 seniors that we had. I'm proud of this program, proud of what we've done in 2015, and it's tough to say it's going to end.
The Fort Lewis football team will have a new head coach next year, but it's someone very familiar with the Skyhawks program. Ed Riffolato returns as head coach. He spent the last 3 seasons as defensive coordinator. From 2004 to 2009, Riffolato was the head coach of the Hawks, leading them to a bowl victory. In 2006, Riffolato replaces John L. Smith, who spent 3 seasons in Durango. He took over a team that won 0 games in 2011 and led them to 14 victories in his 3 years. Smith is now the head coach at Kentucky State University, a Division II program in Frankfort, Kentucky. The RMAC Volleyball Tournament was played this past month. All top 4 seeds advancing to the semifinals at the Colorado School of Mines in Golden. The Orediggers, the top seed, taking on number 4 Regis. Mines picking up their 4th straight RMAC regular season championship before the match. The Rangers start off hot. Katie Klein with the kill. Regis wins the first set, 25-19. Second set, back comes Colorado Mines. Ellie Monarch, the sophomore from Brush, Colorado. Orediggers cruise, 25-15. Set number 3, Freddie Cormier, the senior we profiled earlier this season on the RMAC Showcase, helps Mines win, 25-22. Fourth set, CSM closes the door. Cormier off the set from Danielle Johnson-Hazelwood, 25-14 Mines wins. They advance to the tournament championship with a 3-1 victory.
It's really nice once we do start getting in a rhythm, and Regis is a great team, so trying to find their openings, it took us a second, but once we did find what was working, we just stuck to what worked.
In the other semi rematch of last year's tournament championship, 2 seed Colorado Mesa taking on number 3 MSU Denver. The Mavericks close out the first set with 4 straight points, capped off by Abby Ney. Mesa wins 25-18. Second set, CMU continues to dominate. Audrey Steinkirchner, she had 11 kills. Mavs win 25-14. Third set, Roadrunners stay alive. Kylie Hahn, who started the match as a libero, gets the block. Metro wins 26-24. Fourth set, the lead goes back and forth, but once again, it's the Mavs scoring the final 4 points. Ney, a match-high 16 kills. Mesa is going back to the RMAC Tournament Championship game with a 25-22 win.
It was a great win for us. Every time we play one of Debbie's teams, it's always a battle. And it was a battle again tonight. She made some really good adjustments going into Game 3 and made us make some changes on our side of the net, too. And really happy and proud of the team. So it was just a great win for us tonight.
We'll have more on the RMAC Volleyball Tournament in our next segment. We're now joined by Connor Putman. The NCAA Division II Cross Country Nationals were this past month in Joplin, Missouri. A couple of national champions for the RMAC. One team, not a surprise. The other team, Connor, may be a big surprise.
Eric, probably no surprise that Adams State would bring home another national championship. But Colorado Mines, who's had athletics since the 1800s, got to bring home their first national title.
5 RMAC schools were in the men's field, and history was in the making.
Number 2 ranked Adams State would be looking for their 4th straight national title. Marty Andre and the Colorado Mines Ore Diggers had different plans, as the team captain had predicted earlier in the year.
As far as the team goes, I think we have a really special team this year. We can really be up there, and I think a lot of people are underestimating us, so I'm excited to see where we go.
Andre, a senior, placed 18th. Nathaniel Williams was 21st. RMAC champion Dan Mahoney was 22nd. And Grant Colligan, number 33, for a nice pack of runners in the top 40 for Mines. This gives Mines a team low score of 100, beating out Adams State by 27 points. The Ore Diggers win their first ever national title in any sport in school history, as head coach Chris Seamers talked about on the RMAC podcast.
With this team, it could be a better bunch of guys to win that first national title, and part of the reason that makes them just such a strong unit is they do believe in each other. Just the way they went out and raced, it was for each other. You can see they kind of sacrificed a little bit of individual glory early on to make sure they were where they needed to be. So we had a shot to win the title.
RMAC Freshman of the Year Sydney Gidabade of Adams State takes 5th as the Grizzlies finish number 2 on the podium. Western State Kiefer Johnson of the Mountaineers was the top individual runner for the RMAC with a time of 29:39, finishing in 4th place. On the women's side, the Adams State's women's cross-country team came into nationals with 15 national championships in their trophy case. The Grizzlies looking to dethrone 3-time defending champion Grand Valley State. Noelle Prandoni, RMAC Runner of the Year, was the first RMAC runner to cross the finish line in 10th place. She was followed closely by teammate Jenna Thurman, who took 11th, and Mara O'Brien, who took 14th. ASU would finish with a low score of 83, beating out Grand Valley State by 14 points. For the 16th time, Adams State is the NCAA national champion in women's cross country. It's their first D2 women's title in cross country since 2009. Colorado Mines and Adams both win national titles, marking the first time since 2005 that 2 different schools won national titles on the same day in the RMAC. Eric, Adams State did finish number 2 on the men's side. Another great finish for the Grizzlies. However, we also have Black Hill State, a relative newcomer to Division II, finished 14th.
Thank you, Connor. And Black Hill State will be the site of our next RMAC Showcase in Spearfish, South Dakota. Coming up next on the showcase, maybe the goal of the year in RMAC soccer. Colorado Mines has a great run in the men's soccer tournament. You're watching the RMAC Showcase.